Every year, millions of Muslims from across the globe embark on an extraordinary journey of faith, the Hajj pilgrimage. For many, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream and a spiritual obligation, bringing people of countless nationalities and backgrounds together in unity. It's a journey steeped in tradition, one that echoes the steps of prophets and spans thousands of years of history. But in the modern age, there's one lingering question. How do you honor such a sacred tradition while addressing the urgent environmental challenges of today? The city of Mecca, host to this immense gathering, faces the unique challenge of balancing the spiritual and logistical needs of pilgrims with the responsibility to protect the planet. With over 2 million participants arriving within just a few days, the environmental footprint of Hajj cannot be ignored. Think of the sheer scale of it. Planes, buses, air-conditioned tents, and the constant push of transportation to accommodate the millions. Carbon emissions have soared over the years, prompting calls for change. Enter a revolution in motion: solar-powered buses. What may seem like a simple adjustment in transport technology is actually a monumental step forward, signaling how faith and sustainability can walk hand in hand. Imagine the bustle of pilgrims as they prepare to traverse the sacred sites, boarding sleek buses outfitted with cutting-edge solar panels that gleam under the Arabian sun. For many, these buses are more than just a mode of transportation. They are a tangible reminder that even the most ancient of practices can embrace modern solutions. Among the pilgrims is Khalid, a father of 3 from Jakarta, Indonesia. This year marks his lifelong dream of attending Hajj. With a mix of awe and wonder in his voice, he describes seeing one of the solar-powered buses for the first time. "It's amazing," he says. "I was worried about the heat and the long journeys between sites, but then someone explained how these buses are powered by sunlight, that they're not just taking us to fulfill our prayers, but doing so in a way that respects the earth Allah has entrusted to us." Each bus is a marvel of design. Equipped with efficient solar panels and advanced batteries, they store and utilize clean energy to navigate the bustling roads of Mecca, Mina, and Arafat. Unlike traditional vehicles running on diesel or gasoline, these buses emit no harmful pollutants. They glide quietly through the streets, a peaceful contrast to the normal roar of engines. And they're not only eco-friendly, they're practical. The desert sun, once viewed as an obstacle due to its relentless heat, is now harnessed as an ally, fueling the movement of millions. The initiative is the result of years of collaboration between engineers, religious leaders, and sustainability experts, all working toward a single vision: a greener Hajj. In 2019, the Saudi authorities outlined bold goals in their Vision 2030 strategy, including a commitment to environmental conservation and carbon neutrality. Solar-powered buses are just a piece of the puzzle, but they hold immense symbolic value. They prove that even in the face of an event this large, sustainability is possible. Sara, a recent engineering graduate from Riyadh, stands near one of the charging stations set up for the buses, watching the operations with pride. "When I was studying renewable energy, I never imagined I'd see something like this on such a huge scale," she says. Sara was part of a team that helped develop the power grids feeding these buses. "To think that my work contributes to Hajj being more sustainable, it feels like I'm not only practicing my faith, but giving back to it." The effort doesn't come without challenges. Coordinating solar-powered transportation for millions of people is no small feat. Pilgrims come from over 150 countries, often with limited awareness of how sustainability plays a role in the logistics behind their journey. The heat, dust, and the constant need for movement can test the technology to its limits. And yet, year after year, with every improvement, the system becomes more reliable, a testament to human innovation and the spirit of service. Beyond logistics, the solar buses have sparked deeper conversations among pilgrims about the broader Islamic principles of protecting the environment. The Quran and Hadith emphasize stewardship of the earth, urging believers to live in harmony with nature. Yet for generations, this wisdom was often overlooked in the rush of modernization. Now, initiatives like these remind pilgrims that caring for the planet is not separate from their faith. It's integral to it. At one stop between Mina and Arafat, an elderly pilgrim named Fatima sits aboard a solar-powered bus, her grandchildren by her side. They've been peppering her with questions about how solar energy works. She smiles at them, adjusting her white headscarf. When I was young, she says softly, we walked these paths on foot under the blazing sun. The buses feel like a miracle, especially knowing they run on the sunlight itself. It makes sense, doesn't it? To let Allah's creation, His Son, help us fulfill His commands. Fatima's story is far from unique. For many of the older generation, the solar buses symbolize more than environmental progress. They represent a bridge between past and future. The tradition of pilgrimage remains unchanged, but the means by which it is achieved reflect the ingenuity of the modern age. From the elderly to the young, pilgrims are embracing this change with open hearts. The ripple effects of these buses extend far beyond Hajj itself. By adopting solar-powered transportation on such a vast scale, Saudi Arabia sets an example for the world. What works during one of the most logistically demanding events on the planet could very well inspire solutions for other crowded, high-traffic areas. Cities far beyond Mecca are beginning to notice. The broader impact speaks volumes. As the buses quietly shuttle pilgrims from site to site, they don't merely lower emissions, they raise awareness. Pilgrims return to their home countries carrying stories, not just of spiritual fulfillment, but of what they witnessed, an ancient tradition embracing the urgency of modern challenges. The image of a solar bus gliding beneath the sun serves as a reminder that no matter how small the effort, it counts. Hajj is ultimately a deeply personal and profoundly communal experience. It's a reminder of unity, of what humanity can achieve when we come together. As the solar-powered buses complete another circuit, ferrying pilgrims across sacred ground, they quietly carry more than passengers. They bear hope, innovation, and a brighter, cleaner future. For Khalid, Sara, Fatima, and the millions who make this journey not just for themselves, but for something larger than life. These buses aren't just vehicles. They're proof that faith and sustainability can move the world, quite literally, together.